Hey everyone, Kevin here, and I've got the LETSCOM USB Type C Hub. I tried a docking station for my laptop and it's very expensive to buy and it didn't actually work. So I looked at USB hubs. I thought it was a simpler solution to my current setup, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. This one retails at £50 in the UK and it is $60, just under $60 in the USA on Amazon.com. So nothing else in there. We've got a little user manual, and here we go. This is very, very small. I'll just check the dimensions for you guys. So the dimensions are 107 by 49 by 11 millimeters and it's 70 grams. Okay, so here we have it. It's very, very light. Cable here looks really, really thick. I like this. This seems like it's well made. I've used a lot of hubs in the past and they're a little bit, you know, this part of the cable seems a little bit thin, but this seems quite good. You've got your Type-C connection here. I did look at a lot of options and, you know, there was a few that I looked at that were kind of similar, just slight differences in what they offered, but this had quite a lot of things that I wanted. There's no hub that's perfect, but it did offer a lot of things I was looking for. It's got two USB 3.0 ports there, so that will allow you to transfer up to 5 gigabytes per second. You've got your SD and your TF slot, so that does all your micro SD and variations of it. You've got HDMI 1.4, so that can do up to 4K, I believe up to 24 frames per second at 4K, so that's really handy as well. So it gives you an additional HDMI port if you don't already have one on your laptop or your computer. And you've got a USB 2 port. I don't know why that isn't 3, I don't know, but that can provide up to 480 megabytes per second, and then you've got a USB Type-C. Now the idea about the Type-C part is that this allows you to keep charging whilst whilst it's plugged in. It's not something I can do in my laptop, but in the future, this is something that I think will be very, very useful. The idea is if you've only got one Type-C connection on your computer, you could plug this in, then you can plug in your regular Type-C AC adapter. You can continue charging your laptop and you can, add all these additional ports. Because the limit of Type-C is 100 watts through a cable and my laptop requires 150 watts, that's not something I can use right now, but in the future, I think this is going to be very useful. Okay, let's connect up to my laptop and I'll show you how I'm going to be using this. Okay guys, so I'm sure you're used to seeing very clean and interesting computer desks and setups. Mine's is a little bit of a monstrosity. As you can see, it's a little bit of a Frankenstein. We've got my laptop in the middle, which I used to normally just take around with me and sit with it downstairs, but I'm trying to just keep it here. I've got a monitor, a 1080p monitor hooked up. I've got my iMac sitting there, which I probably should sell if I'm honest, and it's balancing on a B&Q DIY book and a war book. Got the webcam at the top, and I've got that one covered, well, because there's a lot of news about spyware and they're starting to access webcams, so call me paranoid, but I've started to do that as well. Okay, so you can see here that I've got the LETSCOM USB hub. It's plugged in here. See the green light? So good to go. Now this is quite a healthy laptop as far as ports go. It's pretty good. It has got two USB Type-C ports at the top. It's got Ethernet. And you can see that despite this being Type-C, you need a power AC adapter because it needs 150 watts. But it's also got an HDMI and it's got three USB 3.0 ports. Or in fact, there might be 3.1. I'm not sure. I'll need to check that. But 3 USB ports. And you can see here I've got the blue cable running through there to this USB. So this is just a USB 3.0 or 3.1 hub. And this has got 3 USB 3 ports. So what I'm going to do is a very inaccurate but very quick test. And what I want to do is just quickly test the file transfer speeds of transferring a file over to the laptop. So what I've got here is a USB 3.0 hard drive, the Western Digital My Passport. It's going through a hub. I mean, I could plug this directly into my laptop as well. This is the thing, even though I've got 3 USB 3.0 ports. When you do kind of use it as a desktop and you start adding peripherals like webcams and audio interfaces and things like that, those 3 USB ports get used up very, very quickly. And I've got 2 there in this hub, but I try and keep 1 spare just for, quickly accessing like flash drives and that kind of thing, make it a little bit easier. Okay, so I'll zoom in here just now. This is from the My Passport hard drive. Let me see what I pick. Right, I'll do here. Right, so there's the finish. That's a review of a gaming headset. It's about 3.36 gigabyte, 3.2 gigabyte. I'm going to copy and I'll just paste it into right, so what have we got here? We've got 45 seconds. It's not showing me the transfer rate. Not sure why, but it is 45 seconds. So that's going through a USB 3 hub. I've got no doubts that the LETSCOM is going to be fine. I don't think there's going to be any problems in that regard. And if anything, it could be quicker if there was any kind of bottleneck going through this hub, which could be, if it was using a lot of different drives on this, there might be a little bit of slowdown, but this is the only thing that's really quick, that requires a lot of data going through it. And, you're probably talking 70 meg per second, 80 or 100 or something. It's not too bad. So I'm going to take this out and we're going to plug it into the LETSCOM and let's see how this works. So we are good to go. I'm going to delete this file. Same file for my non-scientific, impractical test. But really this is just to double check, sometimes you do get hubs and drives and things like that and they don't live up to what they say is actually, what it offers, specifications wise. So we've got what's coming up, about 75, 80 megabytes per second. That's the thing, you can talk about theoretical transfer rates all the time, as far as USB 2, Thunderbolt 3. Thunderbolt 3, USB 3.1 second generation, I think is 5 gigabytes per second, which is the same as Thunderbolt 1. Thunderbolt 2 doubles it to from 10. Yeah, sorry, USB 3.1 is up to 10, I think, and then it doubles up to 20 for Thunderbolt 2 and then 40 for Thunderbolt 3. So that was about the same there, about 75 megabytes per second, 45 seconds. Seems quite good. I really like the location of the HDMI port in this. I like how it kind of comes out this way. And you can see that, I'm plugged into the monitor. So what I'm going to do is a very quick test. I'll zoom out from that B&Q book and we'll plug the HDMI port, take it out of the laptop directly, and we'll see how it works going through the LETSCOM hub. In fact, let's see if I can get this on the same shot, can I? Kind of. So it's plugged in, and there we go. No problem at all. That's quite useful. It is handy that I've got an additional HDMI port through that 1.4. What it means is that if I wanted to, I could kind of hook it up using the Thunderbolt ports anyway, a Thunderbolt to HDMI port, but using this I can quickly and easily, hook up 2 1080p monitors or 2 4K monitors. I do have that option. I don't think there's any need to test the micro SD or SD ports. They should be good. And I'm sure the USB 2.0 port is fine as well. So really, overall thoughts about this, it is, as far as hubs go, this is, probably about, the regular price, the normal price for this kind of, for a USB Type-C hub. It's only really when you go up to the Thunderbolt stations, when you go up to the more expensive docking stations that you start to pay a couple of $100, a couple of £100, and to be honest, I think it's very expensive for an accessory like that. One of the things, what I like about it, I like that it's got an HDMI port. I like that it's got 2 USB 3.0. I don't like that the cable is quite short. It would be good if I had a detachable cable, you know, that we could kind of like this hub. Like if you look at this hub here, this cable can be detached. I like that. I think that's a really practical solution, because what it means is this cable is very strong, but at the same time, if that cable ever gets broken for whatever reason, then the hub's dead. It's broken. It's away to silicon heaven. Ugh, don't know why I said heaven. It's heaven. My bizarre, dehydrated Scottish accent. Yeah, I think it would be good if that had came with a really short cable, because what it means is that if I, you know, was traveling, I can use a short cable. If I was at home and I needed to put this away out the way, tuck it away, then I could use a long cable. As it stands, this is a good solution for traveling, but at home, it's still going to work, but it means that, you know, it's going to be lying around like this. And, you know, for certain things, if you can tuck cables away and things like that, it is better. So it is the pros and cons of having, you know, a short cable. The cable does look like it's good quality. The ports look like they work well, and again, you know, HDMI port is very handy. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this look at the LETSCOM USB Type C Hub. It's got quite a lot of good ports. The only thing missing really is Ethernet, which I don't need in my laptop because it's built in. But if you've got a laptop that doesn't have Ethernet, you'd maybe lean towards buying one that did have that, so that you could add that functionality. But for me, this hub complements my laptop very well, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the purchase. Thanks for watching, guys. If you've got any questions, please do leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer them. And until next time, take care.